Unlock your health potential. Learning to identify root cause number 24. Impaired lymphatic function. Lymphatic vessels permeate nearly every organ of our body, and yet they sit in our tissues practically invisible. Only in recent decades have researchers begun to appreciate the profound role the system plays in health and illness. This growing interest has fueled discoveries that suggest our lymphatic network could be a secret ingredient in treating some major health conditions, including Alzheimer's disease and cancer. The lymphatic system is considered part of both the circulatory and immune systems. It functions as a subsystem of the circulatory system, maintaining fluid balance by draining excess interstitial fluid and returning it to the bloodstream. Simultaneously, it plays a crucial role in the immune system by producing and transporting lymphocytes, which defend the body against infections and pathogens. It also supports metabolic functions, such as the absorption of dietary fats from the gastrointestinal tract. Key organs and tissues of the lymphatic system include the bone marrow, which produces lymphocytes and other blood cells, the thymus, where T cells mature, the spleen, which filters blood and stores lymphocytes, lymph nodes, which are small bean-shaped structures that filter lymph and house immune cells, the tonsils and adenoids, which are masses of lymphatic tissue in the throat and nose that help defend against pathogens, Peyer's patches in the small intestine, and the appendix, which are areas of lymphatic tissue involved in immune surveillance, and the lymphatic vessels and capillaries that transport lymph throughout the body. The lymphatic system also includes the cisterna chyli and the thoracic duct, which are major lymphatic trunks responsible for returning lymph to the bloodstream. Lymph nodes are small bean-shaped clumps of tissue along the network of lymph vessels that clean lymph as it moves through them. They function as a place for immune cells to look for and get rid of foreign substances, damaged cells, and cancer cells. Lymph nodes are connected by tubes that collect lymph from around your cells. As the lymph moves through your lymph nodes, immune cells destroy foreign invaders, like viruses and bacteria, and remove damaged, abnormal, and cancerous cells. Then the lymph moves back into your lymphatic system and eventually back into your blood. Most lymph nodes are in clusters in the neck, armpit, and groin area. They're also found along the lymphatic pathways in the chest, abdomen, and pelvis, where they filter blood. You have anywhere from 400 to 800 lymph nodes throughout your body. The lymphatic system performs 5 major functions: draining excess fluid from all your body tissues, absorbing fats, water-soluble vitamins, and proteins from your digestive system, and carrying them to the bloodstream, releasing white blood cells to fight diseases and infections, filtering toxins out of your body fluids, and transporting waste products and damaged cells away from the tissues. Here are 8 fun facts about the lymphatic system. It is the least understood and most undervalued of all the body systems, yet if it stopped working we would die within 24 to 48 hours. It is approximately twice the size of the blood circulation system and manages almost double the volume of fluid daily. It is like a sewage system. It drains all of the waste materials produced by every cell in the body. If it gets backed up, it is like a toilet and can get clogged. When the lymphatic system is flushed properly by drinking enough water or gentle exercise, it prevents this from happening. Unlike the circulatory system, the lymphatic system has no pump and is a one-way system that relies on gravity, breathing, and gentle movement to keep it flowing properly. It has been described as the distribution network of the immune system, since they work symbiotically to fight viruses, bacteria, and other undesirable materials that make their way into the body. Millions of lymphatic vessels, known as lacteals, line the gut and absorb the fats and fatty acids we ingest and transport them to the heart, where they enter the circulatory system as fuel. The lymphatic fluid goes everywhere that blood goes in the body, including our organs and bone marrow. It is considered the most important body system in Ayurvedic medicine, which considers it to be the water of life. As discussed earlier, your body's circulatory system consists of far more than a beating heart and a closed system of blood vessels. It also includes the often overlooked lymphatic system, which is indispensable to your immunity and health, as it carries nutrients to and removes toxins from all your cells. It transports white blood cells that trap and remove harmful microbes such as bacteria, viruses, and molds, and eliminate damaged or precancerous cells. When the lymphatic fluid backs up because it is sticky, congested, or blocked, fluid from the tissues containing toxins and waste cannot enter the lymphatic system to be disposed of by the body. This backup prevents the cells from getting necessary nutrients. At this point, you are living in dirty fish tank water with no pump or filtration system. Lymphatic drainage is the natural function performed by your lymphatic system. Effective lymphatic drainage is essential for basic tissue detoxification and is a fundamental part of any healing process. When there is poor lymphatic drainage, the cells lose metabolic efficiency and can no longer do their job. If cells are in this state, it creates more inflammation, degenerative conditions develop, and sickness and disease occur. There are numerous signs that lymphatic fluid is not moving efficiently and that toxins are building up in your body. These include soreness or stiffness. If you frequently feel sore or stiff, you may have sluggish or congested lymph fluid. You may also have lingering pain or tightness that cannot be explained. Headaches. Inadequate lymphatic and sinus drainage creates inflammation and pressure, which causes headaches. The lymphatic system also drains cerebrospinal fluid out of the brain, along with the waste byproducts, which allows new fluid to be formed. Bloating and digestive issues. The abdominal area is rich with lymphatic vessels. The lymphatic fluid from the lower body and reproductive organs connects with the digestive lymphatic vessels in the abdomen. This region has the largest node in the body and filters proteins and fats from our digestive process. Constipation and irregular bowel movements is a common symptom of congested lymph, as are food sensitivities. Fatigue or stress. Those suffering from chronic fatigue and/or stress tend to have impaired lymph drainage, which accumulates toxins affecting all of the body systems. Skin problems. Approximately 70% of our lymph system resides directly under the skin and is vital for skin health. Dry or itchy skin, loss of elasticity, premature aging, acne, rashes, and many other skin conditions may suggest a sluggish lymphatic system. Swelling. At first, the swelling may come and go. It may be difficult to discover what triggers the change of fluid retention. It may get worse during the day and go down overnight. Without treatment, it will usually become more severe and persistent. Allergies. Repeated sinus infections, worsening allergies, and an increased occurrence of head colds are signs that your lymphatic fluid is not effectively moving. Brain fog. If the lymph fluid is not draining, toxins build up in old cerebrospinal fluid and causes you to feel exhausted, confused, and slow. Likewise, depression, anxiety, and mood swings have been tied to clogged lymphatics. When the lymphatic system is clogged, it creates swelling known as lymphedema, also known as lymphatic obstruction. Lymphedema may develop quickly, or it may develop slowly over several months. This condition can be overlooked or misdiagnosed as a weight problem or obesity. There are two types of lymphedema, each with different causes. Primary lymphedema. This type is caused by faulty genes that affect the development of the lymphatic system. It can develop at any age but usually starts during infancy, adolescence, or early adulthood. Secondary lymphedema. This type is caused by damage to the lymphatic system or problems with the movement and drainage of fluid in the lymphatic system. It can result from cancer treatments, conditions affecting blood flow through veins, such as deep vein thrombosis and varicose veins, infections, chronic inflammation, obesity, trauma and injury, and reduced movement. Known common causes of lymphedema include chronic dehydration. Dehydration can significantly impair lymphatic function, leading to poor lymphatic flow and congestion. When the body lacks sufficient fluids, lymph fluid becomes thicker and moves more slowly, reducing the system's ability to remove waste, toxins, and excess fluids, which can result in swelling, inflammation, and a compromised immune response. Lack of physical activity or prolonged immobility, which reduces muscle pumping action essential for lymphatic flow. Poor dietary choices. Poor nutrition can contribute to impaired lymphatic system function, primarily through impairing immune cell production and promoting inflammation. Chronic conditions, autoimmune disorders, and chronic inflammatory diseases all increase fluid load or pressure on the lymphatic system. Trauma or injury, which can damage superficial and deep lymphatic vessels. Infections, including bacterial, viral, and parasitic infections that inflame or block lymphatic pathways. Surgery, radiation therapy, cancer and cancer treatments. Genetic or congenital anomalies, leading to improper development of the lymphatic system.
Imagine discovering that the real power to heal has been inside you all along. Introducing Unlock Your Health Potential. This groundbreaking guide reveals how to move beyond chasing symptoms and instead uncover the true root causes behind your fatigue, mood changes, chronic aches, and other long-standing conditions, so you can finally experience the lasting relief and vitality you deserve. This book is a treasure trove of practical information. It offers the guidance and confidence you need to take charge of your well-being, break out of the vicious cycle of declining health, and rebuild the vibrant life you deserve.
To summarize, the lymphatic system is considered part of both the circulatory and immune systems. It functions as a subsystem of the circulatory system, maintaining fluid balance by draining excess interstitial fluid and returning it to the bloodstream. Simultaneously, it plays a crucial role in the immune system by producing and transporting lymphocytes, which defend the body against infections and pathogens. It also supports metabolic functions, such as the absorption of dietary fats from the gastrointestinal tract. Lymphatic vessels permeate nearly every organ of our body, and yet they sit in our tissues practically invisible. Key organs and tissues of the lymphatic system include bone marrow, thymus gland, spleen, lymph nodes, tonsils and adenoids, Peyer's patches in the small intestine and the appendix, and lymphatic vessels and capillaries. The lymphatic system performs 5 major functions: draining excess fluid from all your body tissues, absorbing fats, water-soluble vitamins and proteins from your digestive system and carrying them to the bloodstream, releasing white blood cells to fight diseases and infections, filtering toxins out of your body fluids, and transporting waste products and damaged cells away from the tissues. Lymphatic drainage is the natural function performed by your lymphatic system. Effective lymphatic drainage is essential for basic tissue detoxification and is a fundamental part of any healing process. When there is poor lymphatic drainage, the cells lose metabolic efficiency and can no longer do their job. If cells are in this state, it creates more inflammation, degenerative conditions develop, and sickness and disease occur. When the lymphatic system is clogged, it creates swelling known as lymphedema, also known as lymphatic obstruction. Lymphedema may develop quickly, or it may develop slowly over several months. There are 2 types of lymphedema, each with different causes: primary lymphedema and secondary lymphedema. If you experience persistent fatigue and low energy, swollen or tender lymph nodes, particularly in the neck, armpits, or groin, frequent infections and weakened immunity, bloating and digestive issues, skin issues, acne, rashes and dryness, stiffness, joint pain and inflammation, brain fog and difficulty concentrating, or unexplained weight gain, your lymphatic system may be sluggish or obstructed. Remember, suppressing a symptom may ease your suffering and help in the immediate moment, but it never gets to the underlying cause. This approach does not take into account your body's natural self-healing mechanisms and causes long-term dysfunction. Thus, it is best to think why, how, and mechanism of various conditions rather than focusing on the condition itself. Looking for tips and strategies on how to confirm and resolve this root cause? Our book, Unlock Your Health Potential, offers a comprehensive guide for how to confirm, address, and resolve the 24 major root causes discussed in this video series. For immediate actions you may take now to kickstart your healing journey, check our Master Your Health in 8 Weeks program. We hope you enjoyed and benefited from this short video. For a list of supporting references and resources, check this video description below. Please remember to like and share this video. May you achieve your health goals and experience joy, resilience, and optimal health.